Hello everyone. So today's class is about how to balance chemical equation. So by hit and trial method. So this is one of the very important concept. Many children will face problem how to balance a chemical equation. So let us discuss how to balance chemical equation in a stepwise manner. That which we call hit and trial method. First example is combustion of propane. So propane formula is C3H8. Okay. So propane formula is C3H8. Okay. So what is the first step to follow? So first step is write unbalanced chemical equation using symbol and formula wherever is necessary. So combustion of propane equation is this one, C3H8 plus O2 gives rise to CO2 plus H2O. Okay. So after writing at step 1, now let us move to the step 2. So what we need to do in the step 2, we need to compare number of atoms of each element on both sides of equation. Okay. So what are the elements that are present? Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Okay. Carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. So there are 3 carbons on the left hand side. Okay. So what are the elements that are present? Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Okay. So how many carbons are present on the left hand side? The number which is written below, right, that gives you number of atoms. So number of atoms on left hand side of carbon are 3, right hand side 1. Hydrogens are 8 on the left hand side, 2 on the right hand side. Oxygens 2 on the left hand side, 3 on the right hand side, 2 in CO2, 1 in H2O. Okay, this is step 2. Now step 3. So first what we need to do in the step 3 after writing number of atoms. So we need to select a complex substance, okay, which contains number of atoms. So number of atoms more. So C3H8. Okay. So this is our formula that we need to select C3H8. In this, let us balance carbon first. Okay. So for this what we need to do, we need to choose a formula C3H8. Now count number of carbon atoms. Okay. So first of all, I'll put down the equation C3H8 plus O2 gives rise to CO2 plus H2O. So how many carbons are present on the left hand side? 3. Right hand side 1. So what we need to do, we need to multiply with suitable number. So number of carbons, okay, you have to multiply with suitable number, okay, so that which will make number of atoms same on both the sides. So if I add 3 as a coefficient before CO2, carbon atom gets balanced. Okay. So after that, count number of hydrogen atoms. So next step, now look at number of hydrogen atoms. So number of hydrogen atoms are 8 on the left hand side. I will put down the formula first. Okay. Then we will go for the balancing. This is what the equation. So number of hydrogen atoms are 8 on the left hand side, 2 on the right hand side. Now we have to select a suitable number which could make same on both the sides. If I put 4 as coefficient before H2O, right, 4 2s are 8, number of hydrogen atoms are balanced. Okay. Now finally look into oxygen atoms. Okay. So there are 2 oxygen atoms on the left hand side but 10 on the right hand side. How? 3 2s are 6 plus, okay, nothing but 1. 1 4s are 4 is equal to 10. 10 oxygen atoms on the left hand side but 2 on the right hand side. So I need to use a number 5. Okay, if I multiply with 5, I'll get 10. So add this number as coefficient before O2. So number of oxygen atoms are balanced. Okay. So in all these above steps, what we did, we just added a suitable number before a particular formula so that number of atoms could make balance. One thing you need to remember is that, right, we are not supposed to change formula, right? We doesn't have a right to change the formula. Only we need to do a thing is that we need to add a suitable number before that particular formula in order to make those atoms balance. Okay, at last, after balancing all the atoms, what we need to do, we need to check whether these coefficients are simple whole number values or not, right? Is it clear? So these are simple whole number values. So after that, finally you need to count, recheck again number of atoms. Okay, so this is what C3H8 plus 5O2 gives rise to 3CO2 plus 4H2O. Hope you have understood this. So number of carbons on left hand side 3, hydrogens 8, 4 2s are 8, oxygen 5 2s are 10, 3 2s are 6 plus 4 1s are 4, total 10. Okay, so our balanced equation is C3H8 plus 5O2 gives rise to 3CO2 plus H2O. This is how do we solve or how do we balance a chemical equation in a stepwise manner by hit and trial method, which is very important for our SSC examinations. Okay, that is our 10th class examinations, and for the CBSE board examinations, these are very important. Okay, very important concept. Okay, how to balance a chemical equation. Let us try few more with the examples. Okay, so these are what on the left hand side, these are reactants. We all know that already, we have studied in our previous class. Okay, is it clear, class? So these are reactants written on the left hand side, products on the right hand side. So in this, what is the first step? Formula we have written, then number of atoms. On the left hand side, iron are 2, right hand side 1. Oxygen on the left hand side 3, right hand side 3. Okay, aluminium on the left hand side 1, on the right hand side 2. Is it a balanced one? No, it is an unbalanced equation. So let us select a compound or a formula which have more number of atoms. So this is what it have, more number of atoms. Okay, let us start with iron. So how many iron atoms are present on the left hand side? 2. On the right hand side 1. So which is a suitable number to be multiplied to bring on the same sides? 2. Okay, so now add 2 on which side? Right hand side. Where we need to add? Here. Iron atoms are balanced. Oxygen 3 on the left hand side, 3 on the right hand side, it's already balanced. Now aluminium 1 on the left hand side, 2 on the right hand side. So I need to multiply with suitable number. What is that suitable number I could multiply? Very good, 2. Okay, now number of aluminiums are same on the both the sides. Now this should be added as coefficient before Al. Okay, hope you have understood this balancing equation. Now the next one, H2 plus O2 gives rise to H2. Elements are hydrogen and oxygen. So hydrogen on the left hand side are 2, on the right hand side are 2. Oxygen on the left hand side are 1, right hand side are, oxygen on the left hand side are 2, on the right hand side are 1. So hydrogens are already balanced. Okay, let us balance first with oxygen. How many oxygens are on the left hand side? 2. On the right hand side of an equation 1. So what we need to do? We need to multiply with suitable number. Okay, that number, okay, which brings number of atoms same on both the sides of equation. So we need to add this 2 before H2O. Very good. Number of oxygen atoms are balanced, but this is making number of hydrogens as 4 on the left hand side, on the right hand side, but we have 2 on the left hand side. So what we need to do again, we need to multiply with suitable number 2, which will bring 4. So add 4 before, add 2 before H2. So this is our balanced equation. What is that balanced equation? 2H2 plus O2 gives rise to 2H2O. So 2 2s are 4 hydrogens, 2 2s are 4 hydrogens on both the sides, 2 oxygen on the left hand side, 2 oxygen on the right hand side, 1 into 2. Okay, hope you have understood this, how to balance. This is hit and trial method. Nothing we have done. Okay, in the above examples, what we did, we just added a suitable number as a coefficient before that particular formula or a symbol. Okay, by adding that, number of atoms are being made equal on both the sides of equation. Now next one, example number 4. Okay, hope you are understanding this. Now let us start with now here in this case I have sodium, water, just giving sodium hydroxide and hydrogen. So in these two, which one should be selected? So let us select first with H2O. Why? Because it have more number of atoms. Okay. So now let us start first with hydrogens. How many hydrogens are there on the left hand? So now the first, sorry, before we need to fill it out this table. Sodiums are 1 on the left hand side, 2 on the, okay, 1 on the right hand side. Hydrogens 2 on the left hand side, right, 3, that is 2 and 1. Okay, hydrogens are, oxygens are 1 on the left hand side, 1 on the right hand side. Okay, now let us look into the compound H2O. How many hydrogens are on the left hand side? 2, but on the right hand side we have total 3, 2 and 1. So you multiply this number. Okay, place 2 before NaOH. Okay, place 2 before NaOH and 2 before H2O. 2 2s are 4. Okay, 2 1s are 2 plus 2 4. Number of oxygen atoms are, sorry, hydrogen atoms are balanced. Do you understanding? What I did, I placed 2 as a coefficient before H2O and 2 as a coefficient before NaOH. Okay, this makes number of hydrogen atoms balanced. Okay, now hydrogen atoms are balanced. Now oxygen, 1 2s are 2. Now oxygen atoms changes. Now oxygen atoms are 2 on the left hand side, 1 2s are 2, 2 on the right hand side. Oxygen atoms are balanced. Now sodium, 1 on the left hand side, but we get now 2 on the right hand side. Now we'll get 2. So what we need to do, multiply with 2, we'll get 2 sodiums. So our balanced equation is 2Na plus 2H2O gives rise to 2NaOH plus H2. Okay, now the last one. Okay, example number 5. So number of sodium atoms on the left hand side are 1, right hand side are 2. Hydrogens are total 3, okay, and 2 on the right hand side. Sorry, oxygens are 5 on the left hand side, 5 on the right hand side. Hydrogens are 3 on the left hand side and 2 on the right hand side. Sulfur 1 and 1. Okay. Now select a complex formula. Let us select with H2SO4, and here hydrogens are not so balanced, and NaOH, no problem. Let us start with Na. Sodium 1 on the left hand side, 2 on the right hand side. So add 2 as coefficient before NaOH. Sodium atoms are balanced. Now sodium atoms are 2. Right? After adding this, number of atoms of oxygen changes. How many oxygens are there here? 2 now. 2 plus 4, 6. Total 6. Now here 4 plus 1. So if we add 2 as coefficient before H2O, oxygen atoms also becomes 6. Okay. I have added a 2 before H2O. Oxygen atoms are also 6 now. 4 plus 2 ones are 2, 6. Now hydrogens are 2 plus 2, 4. Now here hydrogens are 2 2s are 4. Balanced. Okay. Now finally sulfur. Sulfur 1 on the left hand side, 1 on the right hand side. So balanced equation is 2NaOH plus H2SO4 Na2SO4 plus 2H2O. Hope you have understood how to balance a chemical equation. So hope all these are very clear. So in the next class, we'll discuss with some more examples, few more examples, how to balance a chemical equation. So what in all these cases, we did only one thing. What we did, we added a suitable number as a coefficient before a formula to make number of atoms same on the both the sides of equations. Okay, hope you have understood this, how to balance a chemical equation, right? So if you like this video, please do share it and subscribe it. Thank you.